Continuing now with short answer questions. We got here, what is the solution of the following equations? So we're solving the equations. Okay, so let's do that. So first thing I should do, I should simplify. So I have negative 4x plus 6x. Obviously, that's 2x. 6x minus 4x, that's 2x. Plus 3 minus 10. 3 minus 10, that's minus 7, equals 23. So if I simplified it, now what do I do to both sides? I can add 7 here, add 7 here. So I get 2x equals 30. And now I divide by 2. That's a 30. Let's make it nicer. So equals 30. Now I divide by 2. So divide both sides by 2. And I get x equals 15. X equals 15. And if I plug the 15 back in here, it should work. So let's see. If I put negative 4 times 15, that's negative 60, plus 3 plus 6 times 15, that's 90, minus 10, does that give me 23? Negative 60 minus 30, 30 minus 20, yes, that's right. Okay. Let's try the next one. So here up, we have distributive property. Here on the right hand side, we have y's on both sides of the equation. It's all right. So let's see, 3y plus 10, this side is already simplified, equals 7 times y. And don't forget, 7 times minus 2, that's minus 14. Okay? So since, I could leave it like this, but since I have more y's on this side, let's just write like this. 7y minus 14 equals 3y plus 10. I just switched sides. I didn't do anything really. And now what do I do? Take away 3y here, take away 3y here, and I'm left with 4y minus 14 equals 10. We're back to the same type of situation. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just move over here. Like this. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna add 14 here. Add 14 to both sides. Add 14 to both sides. 14. And I get 4y equals 24. So now I'm going to divide both sides by 4. Divide by 4 on both sides. And I get y equals 6. Y equals 6. And if I put the 6 back in here, let's see. 3 times 6 is 18 plus 10. It's 28. And if I put the 6 here, 6 minus 2 is 4. 7 times 4 is 28. So it works. 28 equals 28. So those are your two answers. X is 15 here, y is 6 there. Now another short answer question here, the percent question. Nicholas states that he read 15% of his books, of the books in the classroom library. Nicholas read 12 books this year. Okay, so how many books are there in the library? So 15% corresponds to 12. 12 is 15%. So there's an easy way and an easier way of doing this, but let's just say 12 books, 12 books, or let's do it like this. Let's make a little table. So books and percent, right? So we're basically making proportions here. So if I have 12 books, that's 15%. If I double this, that's 24 books. Well, that's going to be 30%. What if I divide it by 3? If I divide it by 3, I get 8 books is 10%. But remember, we want all the books. So I'll put 100% here. So I multiplied it by 10, right? 10% times 10. So multiply this by 10. So this is going to be 80 books. That's your answer, 80 books. So there are 80 books in the library. Okay, that's one way you could do it. You can just figure out what it is for 100%. Or you can just make a proportion. You can say, well, 12 books corresponds to 15% out of 100. The total is 100. How much is the total? Put the question mark at the bottom. You want the total. The 12 corresponds to the 15%. So then you just cross multiply. 1200. 12 times 100 is 1200. Divided by 15, and of course you get 80 books.